Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you for tuning into your general read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West. For supportive oracle cards, I'm using 2 oracle decks. Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacey DeMarco and Wisdom of the House of Night is the other one. Designed by Danielle, illustrated by Jenna. The last names I can't even come close to saying correctly, but if you look them up online, you'll see them. Okay. Amazon, I think, has both of those decks, quite frankly. Alright. Let's go ahead. I've got kind of like a pool of cards here. I got all 3 decks just mushed all together. And I'm just going to pull out the cards as whatever pops up. They're all face down in case that matters. I want you and you. No, I just want you. I want this one. Yeah, I want that one. No, let's pull towards this one. See what else we got here. 1, 2, 3. I want those. I want this one, and I want that one. Alright, let's get your stuff together. They're all face down, but just trying a different way of shuffling. Just to kind of make it easier, because I feel like the one deck, the Bonefire Tarot, is like, it seems like it's bulky for me to hold in my hands for some reason. So I'm seeing if I can just get a better sense of what we should be pulling out this way. My big mound of cards. Okay. Sagittarius. Okay. Okay, so what you're working towards is the ending of a cycle, is what I'm getting. A cycle, it feels like with a person for most of you, just to be fair. Now, what it's taking to make this happen is like, the first place I feel you starting with is the 9 of Swords. Kind of like, and I feel like this is just a normal human feeling. We all have this feeling once in a while. It might seem a little bit harsh, but it's kind of like you're looking back on what you did to try to help a situation, or maybe you got caught up in a situation, and you're looking back and you're just like, you're feeling a little uneasy, like, oh, you know, I don't like the way that turned out. You may not have had a bad intention, but you're seeing how you did something, and you don't like how it played out. You're like, well, that didn't go the way I thought it would, or maybe I let a moment get the better of me and I reacted the way I'd rather I didn't. Something along that line where you're looking back like, that wasn't really my best moment. Like, we all have these moments every now and then. Like, it's very human. But it's kind of like one of those things where you're trying to move forward. You're really not sure what to do to correct it now. And I feel like it's just one of these things you're kind of stuck in. It's kind of like a catch-22. I think that's what it is. Where it's kind of like, yeah, that wasn't the best. Yeah, I probably didn't do what I should have there. But, you know, it just didn't play out the way I wanted to. But now I don't want to make it worse. And I'm feeling like if I go back towards it, I don't really know if that's going to help anything either. It's kind of like this really, it's not the best feel. But this is the ending of a cycle. And I feel like what seems like it didn't go well at this point may ultimately release you from something, and it may actually pay off in the long run. It just doesn't feel good at this point. Because I'm feeling like somebody else, it feels for most of you this is another person, they're kind of like, I feel like they're leaving you alone. But they're also kind of like trying to soak up what happened. And whatever happened, however that moment played out, they seem to be backing off. And I'm getting between you and them, like neither of you are wanting to really deal with each other. The fear card is not like, it doesn't have to be physical fear, but it's just kind of like they don't want to repeat what already happened, and you don't want to make anything any worse than it already is. So you're both kind of staying away from each other. The fear is like, you know, if we move back towards each other again, this is just going to get worse. This is going towards the ending of a cycle, by the way. So again, I really feel like in the long run, this is probably going to have an upswing. It's just like right now, it does not feel the best. Beauty reversed on your side. As you keep going forward, and if I can say it, not spray it, it's just kind of like the situation to you is just seeming like it's like trying to take care of a potted plant that's dying, and like you overwater it, trying to make it better. You end up overwatering it, and it just dies a little more, and you're like, this is not looking like this is going better. This is actually feeling like it's getting worse. And remember, this is the ending of a cycle, is what I'm really getting from this. To you, it looks like it's getting worse. This energy that's staying away from you is there. That energy is experiencing growth. That energy is starting to become more self-sufficient. That energy is starting to detach from you, is what I'm getting. It doesn't look any better to you, what's going on here. You don't like how it feels. It doesn't look right at all to you. It looks like it's going really south, like it's really going bad here. It's really not going good. And what I'm getting is this person is not communicating with you. I don't feel like they're communicating with you at all. They're staying right away from you, and they're making themselves more self-sufficient. They seem to be doing things without you, and taking care of things without you, and taking charge of the situation all on their own. I'm actually getting the invisible card with the growth. Like this is something they're completely keeping away from you. They're completely not sharing it with you. The situation actually is getting better for this person, but again, and I know I've said this already like 50 times, this is the end of a cycle. I feel like you're going towards the end of a cycle. There's a disconnect from this situation, from this person. I'm literally getting where this is going to end up for this person is the Five of Pentacles reversed. It's kind of like the situation is like they're moving on. They're like, this is not going to work between you and them. For whatever reason, they're feeling like this is not a connection, and they're literally finding their way out of it. They're working on this. This is until they're actually making that hard exit. You're not seeing it until they're like, I feel like it's almost like they're at the door with their bags, and they're like, well, I'm done. And you're like, what? And then, yep, bye, here's your key. And they shut the door, and they're gone. Literally gone. Like, it's that quick. It's the end of a cycle. The cycle reversed is telling me it's the end of this cycle. Assessing reversed on your side is like there's nothing left for you to do. There's literally nothing left for you to do with assessing reversed, which may seem very harsh, and I'm seeing it like it could be very harsh. I feel like for those of you this is really going to click with, they're kind of giving you the heads up, like what's done is already done. It's almost like you're waiting for the it's almost like you're waiting on the tarmac for the plane to take off, and you don't realize you're even on a plane. And it's just like, well, we're in the air. What's going on? Oh, I guess it's done. Oh, I guess we're on our way. And that's it. It's like whatever's been done is done. Whatever's happened has already happened. It's at the stage of the situation where the outcome has already kind of been decided. It's just finishing off it actually happening. Literally, it's the end of a cycle is what I'm getting. This situation feels like it was going through cycles where it kept going back around, and it kept happening, it kept happening, it kept happening. And now they're saying, well, this was the last time. This is over. It's not working. This person is fixing things, becoming self-reliant, and moving on. You're just not seeing it. They're keeping it very invisible from you until it actually, like, they're ready to just detach, and then they're gone. They're just literally gone. There's nothing for you left to assess. Assess reverse is saying there's nothing left for you to do. I'm actually feeling even at the end here, because like a lot of times, when something ends, people like to self-audit and look at like, what did I have to do with this? What did the other person have to do with it? Or whatever it entails. And I'm getting like, when this moment happened where you already addressed it, like how things played out, how you felt, what you kind of wish rather happened, you already addressed it. By the time it's done, you've already addressed it. You've already gone through the emotions yourself. It's at that point, it's just kind of like letting it happen and just moving forward with your own life. Because by that point, you've already gone over it. You've already beat yourself up if you need to. Like if that's something you need to do. Like you've already assessed it. Like you've already self-audited way before this point. Like that's done. There's nothing left to fix. I feel like it's just a heads up that it's already headed that way. And I feel like also for a lot of you, when it does end the cycle, it's bittersweet. It's kind of like, it's a relief, but it's kind of feeling bad that it's over at the same time. It's really bittersweet. But in the long run, it's going to be fine. I do feel like it's going to be fine. It's the end of a cycle. All right. I'm going to shut that down there. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.